Our bodies control themselves in many other ways. For example, the temperature of our bodies and those of all warm-blooded animals is controlled. Our blood temperature is kept at 98.6 degrees Fahrenheit or near it. When a person is very ill or sick, some of the automatic controls of the body stop working. The temperature measured by a Fahrenheit thermometer may go as high as 103 degrees Fahrenheit or 104 degrees Fahrenheit, but if it goes much higher, it keeps as high as that for very long. One cannot go on living, but will die. Temperature, the measure of body heat on a scale. Warm, having a middle degree of temperature not very different from the temperature of our bodies. Degree, temperatures are measured in degrees Fahrenheit or degrees centigrade. We change a temperature from centigrade to Fahrenheit by the addition of 32 to 9/5 of the number. For example, 100 degrees centigrade is the boiling point of water. This is 100 times 9/5 plus 32 equals 180 plus 32 equals 212 degrees Fahrenheit. Ill, not well, unwell. In some parts of the world, the word sick is used. Thermometer, instrument for measuring temperature, another of Galileo's inventions. If you have a high temperature, you will feel unwell. Then it is good to go to bed and send for a doctor. You may have to go to a hospital. A nurse is taking this patient's temperature. He has had a bad cold and has been in bed for a day. He felt unwell. His temperature went up to 102 degrees Fahrenheit, but it is down again. The nurse is looking at the thermometer, which she put under the man's tongue. He has kept it there with his mouth shut for 2 minutes. The man's temperature is 98.6 degrees Fahrenheit. That temperature is right for a healthy person. Hospital, public building where sick people are looked after or treated. Nurse, person trained in looking after people who are ill or sick. Cold, in this sense, the commonest way of being ill. Patient, person who is under the control of a doctor or nurse. Will nurse, nurse, nurses, nursed. The body has many different ways of keeping itself warm enough and not too warm. It uses up more food, more fuel for the cells. In cold weather, it shivers. That is, its muscles go on making quick little motions to keep it warm. We cannot stop ourselves from shivering. The body's heating system is not under our conscious control. It is automatic. To stop shivering, we have to warm ourselves some other way. We may run or walk quickly, or take hot drinks, or cover ourselves up warmly, or use hot water bottles to warm our beds. Shivering, shaking all over as an effect of cold. Warm, make warm, hot, very warm, at a high temperature. Heat, make hotter. We warm our hands at a fire, but we heat water on it. Will shiver, shiver, shivers, shivered, дрожать. Will warm, warm, warms, warmed. Разогревать, нагревать, согревать. Will heat, heat, heats, heated. Нагревать. Our bodies give off some of their heat all the time by sending a little liquid out through the skin. Sometimes the amount gets greater and our skin becomes wet. This cools the body quickly. Here is the man on the left is shivering because he has been waiting in line for a long time in the cold wind. The man on the right is wet all over because he got too hot on the sun. He is drinking water because he feels the need of it. He is thirsty. Cool, make less warm. Too, more than enough. Thirsty, feeling the need to drink. Will cool. Охладит. Cool – охлаждать. Cools. Cooled – охлажденный. This man is in training. He is going to run a distance of 1 mile in the shortest possible time. The fastest runners before him have taken a little under 4 minutes, and he wants to make a new record. When a man runs a mile in 4 minutes, he is going at a rate of 15 miles an hour. But it is not possible to keep running at this rate very long. The runner is standing now in front of his doctor, who has an instrument in his hand. Through this, the doctor can hear the sounds made by the runner's heart. Possible, able to be done, under, in this sense, less than. Record, this is another sense of record. When a person does something better than it has been done before, we say he has made a record. Standing, on his feet, not moving. Will stand, stand, stands, stood.
Now the doctor is taking the man's pulse. He has his finger on the man's wrist and is counting the times his heart pumps the blood in 1 minute. The doctor can feel the motion or pulsing of the blood every time the man's heart pumps. In most people, the pulse rate is between 70 and 80 times a minute. In children, it is higher. The runner's pulse rate is 72. It will be higher when he is running.